off the, I won't say that yet. I turned off the music for this game because it's shit. Well, how do I, like, change... I'm so bad. I'm so bad at this. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. I'm smart, guys. I know games. Where is the Bengals? Isaac Hodge is here, dude. I'm streaming normie games today because I don't want to play Dead by Daylight. You know what I mean? I'll play normie games instead of playing Dead by Daylight. 72 overall. This is back when the Bengals were bad, guys. Okay. I'm playing as the fucking Raiders. I don't, dude. I don't play sports games. This is just me trying to be good at something that I wanted to be good at when I was a kid and not being able to even do that. Jumbo baby! This is a hood game? I thought this was normie. This is hood dude games. I didn't know if people from the hood played Madden. Oh, is this not... Have I not advanced yet? You can tell I don't fucking play this. I'm playing as my favorite team, the Raiders! With our lovely quarterback that we like so much, Derek Carbage. But you saw the title, dude. I'm here to talk about Dead by Daylight. I want to talk about all your Dead by Daylight issues while I play something that's not Dead by Daylight. You know what I mean? Just for, like, sanity's sake. Hood Good Dude games are Sparks games, GTA, and Call of Duty. Okay. My brother plays GTA. I don't even know how to play this. I don't know how to do anything. I barely know how to run.
From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You don't like boons? How about that boil over perk?
NFL 21.
How about that boil over perk, bruh? If you're on the second floor, the game's unplayable. Makes verticality even worse.
NFL football has come
oh my god. It's become... I thought I came to Southern Nevada often. Am I kicking? I don't know how to play defense. Oh. Accurate pitch, right? Yeah, buddy. Hey, look, this looks familiar. I'm only playing this because they beat us from the... Is Joe Burrow in this game?
The first drive will start at the 25. Here come the Bengals and CD of
how do I play this game? Let's just do this.
I liked what his head coach told us about him this week.
But I thought we didn't like slugging, dude.
Whether he throws 7 interceptions,
I don't know how to play this. Press 1.
He's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each
get him! Yes! Turn down the game volume. How do I do that? How do I do that? Settings. Hold on. Volume control. Here it is. Is this overall volume of the game? Okay, I'll turn it to 75. Slug the quarterback. That's a good idea. I'll turn it to 75 and then it asks, is that better? Is that better? I'll slug the quarterback as he's running boil over. Rip John Madden, dude. Is that better? Tell me if that's better. I don't know how to play this game. Oh. This looks a little different than it did a few weeks ago. But yeah, if the quarterback has I can't play defense. It's a little better? Okay, we'll do it again then. I don't know anything about this game, guys, so please ignore how bad I am at it. I don't know how to play at all. We'll do 50 this time. How's that? How's that? Let me know when it's like good. But yeah, I'm doing this because I don't want to play Dead by Daylight. I'll keep saying that.
Yeah, you go to your veteran
I always
receiver in
choke.
that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field.
I totally didn't do that. There you go. I got him there. On my third attempt, I got him. I don't know what the meta is. What am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to be controlling?
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the
Am I supposed to be controlling this guy? It would help if I knew what all you were supposed to do in these positions.
because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal.
See, I'm so bad. I thought I was going to be the other guy.
Feel good about yourselves.
12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job.
Mike's
there
a bit rough.
utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink
Ah,
it.
my mic's always rough. I need a
Understands
new
the
one.
catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
You don't know why killers are getting fed up.
There for the nice pickup.
On first down.
Oh, have a seat. Can I dance? Yeah, dance.
Back at the 45-yard line. A full 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This is so
Brings
bad.
up second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback,
Did you guys see? I played good there.
maybe it's better to be lucky.
The game's on normal if you're wondering
Because
what
I think on
difficulty
that
it's
one,
on.
He's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead to tackle for the loss, landed right in his lap.
Okay?
And it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd
It's incomplete,
needs
bro.
the receiver, and it's third down.
Killers are getting fed up because the system of MMR works.
From the shotgun, Joe
Oh no.
is going to find his
No!
running back. It's
No, 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 no.
Burrow's pass. And a good job on the
I need to,
tackle
like,
there
know
as
who
they
I'm
get
gonna
it down
control the
shy
second
of
I press the
first
button.
on the 35-yard strike.
We can make this one pretty
Are they gonna do a field goal?
All of his
Oh,
progressions
rip, okay.
downfield
Well, at least we held
to
him to
get into
3.
his running back. But how about the way they ran to the
Maybe the
ball
kicker's trash?
and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
Oh,
This has the carry.
I did a penalty.
It's no good, but there is a flag down. He might get
I-
another shot at this.
Oh man, roughing the kicker 15 yards. Oh, I'll make sure I don't do that again.
Always enjoy the conversation post.
I'm so bad, dude.
Officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bengals are
Created God zones in certain areas. Yeah, that's why MMR's fault. As soon as you take MMR out, that goes away. Should I find the weak guy?
They'll give it to Mixon. Looking for
Okay.
McCrae's, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. No gain on the Looked like he was trying to bounce
When is the Super
inside,
Bowl?
but no success.
I don't fucking know.
Sometimes you got to just figure out where you're
Chat,
going
when's
to go,
Super Bowl? Look it
and
up.
Sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
Okay,
and just
it's
ran
like
it
a few
down.
weeks from now,
And he stopped him.
but it's game day tomorrow.
Field goal is no gain on
Okay,
the
so
play.
make sure we don't rough the fucking kicker again.
Third and goal. Burrow. And it's caught.
Ah, I fucked up there.
And he will take it on in.
I thought it was gonna be the other guy again.
Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals are going to take.
Okay, so we had stopped them once, but we fucked up.
lining up for the point after.
Quite the drive there to get things
No,
started.
stop.
They took up the bulk of the first quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the
That
end
made me
zone.
sad,
A lot of teams
because
like
really
those
that
long
shouldn't have
drives,
happened.
Especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it
That's
over.
like the meta of football right now, isn't it?
Slow that down somehow.
How am I?
Maybe
I'm
they
alright.
need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressure
I'm doing
towards the
okay.
quarterback.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's
I want to do the
Derek
coach
One
suggestions,
thing
bro.
that I
Let's
think
do
that
this
Derek
one.
Carr's really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket,
Stay in the pocket. What are you doing?
find the right guy, and deliver the ball.
Why am I so bad at this?
Derek Carr
Like, you don't think this game would be that hard, come on, Raiders. Oh, dude, you're not in the fucking 80s anymore, dude.
They'll try again, second and 10.
Ooh, X. He's open. There you go. There you go. I can play Madden football, guys. Garbage. Hey, that wasn't garbage. That was good. Dude, the Raiders are going to be so bad next year. I don't care what anybody says. They're trying to get Devontae Adams. Like, you're not getting Devontae Adams. He's not coming to play for you, dude. He's going to go to the Broncos, whereas his offensive coordinator.
Raiders nothing.
On first and 10. Here's
Maybe this guy? There you go.
That is incomplete.
Oh, come
He
on.
couldn't hold on contact. Brings up second down.
That was garbage.
Carr after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr defers to Jenkins.
I couldn't even control him.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's
You know, play with subs. I'm doing a sub special once I get about, what is it, 15 more? What the fuck?
Really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this
What is
running
that?
game going.
on 3rd and long. It's Carr.
I probably should have waited a little more. How about them Cowboys? They lost, dude. Okay, what do we do here? I probably should have, like, waited a little longer. Okay, we're gonna, like, probably go for it when we shouldn't, but that's okay.
Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker. He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
What do we got?
Oh, a big decision here
4th and
early.
5. I thought we got way further than
They're
that.
gonna go for it on their own side of the field.
Oh, bullshit. I'm so bad at this game, dude.
Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it.
Yeah, it was a curious decision.
And that will force a turnover on down.
Angry Joe likes the Cowboy. Why am I not shocked?
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard.
Do the Raiders have money? Yeah, they have money. They're just not good.
2nd down.
Well, from an offensive
Angry Joe likes the
perspective,
Cowboys.
run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball.
They have money. It's just I don't think they have enough money to buy them out of all their holes.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And they gotta, like,
It's gone by 2nd quarter.
I don't know what any of that means.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd.
How do I be good at this game? Has anybody ever played this? Like, what am I supposed to be doing?
For a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
I need to, like, watch a guide. As I feel like I could be good at this, and then I just never am.
A short gain of just
Supports
over
the
2
Cowboys.
yards as the first
Yeah, they're out,
quarter
dude.
dips inside of 3 minutes. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins.
Yeah, we're so bad.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down.
Hey, we got an injury. Cool. I just don't want the Chiefs to win. That's all I care about. I'm not a Chiefs guy, dude.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he will find his
Nope.
man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds.
There's John Gruden, bro. And don't ask him about his emails. Ask him.
On the catch there, brings up 2nd
Ask
down.
him.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
I can't ever stop him. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
On the screen,
I fucked up there. That was on me.
he's brought down just
How do I play
inside
this
the
game?
10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off.
When
to
does the Ring chapter come out?
We'll have highlights and analysis in this first half of action.
I almost sacked him.
Left to his running back. And the stop will come inside the
I need to make sure I have enough blood points for when that chapter comes
7
out.
yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings
These
up
announcers
2nd
are
and 3.
normal.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Huh.
Looking end zone, but it's
Scoot would be a Chiefs fan? Yeah, he would be, because Scoot's a bandwagon jumper.
AJ Green that time.
Somebody asked Scoot what his favorite football team is. I bet it's the Chiefs.
Start their snaps closer to the goal line.
If we can hold them to 10, that would be lovely, but that's
Situations
probably not
where
going
that
to
tight
happen.
coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there.
There, I sacked him.
Pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Max Crosby. He's
We need to do the 30-second AFK challenge, yeah.
and it brings up 4th down.
Also, is Ox doing that to, like, deliberately disprove MMR?
They didn't protect little brother.
I'm asking, is he actually doing that to, like, disprove MMR? Because if he is, I think that's Ox admitting that his streaks were doing damage to the previous system. Okay, we held him to 10. I don't know. There's a potential topic there. I haven't fully developed it yet because I'm too busy losing at this.
To be an 11-play drive.
But there's some kind of topic there. Oh, to say the game is balanced. Oh, so that's his actual point he's making. I don't know how Oz thinks him winning proves anything. I win games too, bro.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Second drive of the game coming up
Do a
for this
play
Las
action
Vegas
pass, bro.
offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over.
Yeah,
Good
thanks.
job by
I
their
got it.
defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth
Oh, kind of give me the pass interference call. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get one.
sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know...
Oh, come on. I'm so bad at this game, dude.
The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turn.
There, go, yes! Celebrate! Team. I got it! Oh, Henry Ruggs the third, dude. Henry Ruggs, bro. Let's celebrate this touchdown by driving 160 miles an hour and killing a woman and her dog. Is anybody interested in that?
That one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum.
That's how you're playing Henry Ruggs, bro.
And take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed.
Olay!
Full half to be played.
A Hail Mary pass went through, bro. I'll give up a touchdown. I'll give up a field goal in these 22 seconds. Just watch. They have all 3 timeouts, and if I learned anything from last Sunday, it's that they need 13 to get down the field. Daniel Carlson, the best player the Raiders have right now.
Ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Carlson was the MVP this year. He scored more points than anybody on the fucking team.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half.
Why are the Raiders garbage?
And they'll bring the football out.
Like, why are they so bad?
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half.
That doesn't bother
Well,
anybody.
side of the field. What are we
I want to
doing
play
here,
as
Coach
fast
Davis?
fraud, dude.
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something
Yep, there's one. This is looking like Kansas City versus Buffalo all over
I'm
again.
running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some
XL.
points.
What is that
And if
thing?
it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out.
I don't know what any of this does. What the
On
fuck?
first down, Nixon. And he'll be
Okay,
brought
that makes
down
him-
just shy of the 45.
That does something for me,
Bengals
right?
gonna use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Who am I supposed to be playing as?
Setting up to throw it.
Oh,
Set up the
cool.
screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across
Scoot's been
midfield
blasting the
at
Q&A
49.
nonstop because he has
Offensively, they'll take
no much. Okay, listen. The reason why Scoot's bashing the Q&A, the real reason, is that he knows he doesn't have to play to make content. Okay, he can get paid to just sit on his couch and literally do nothing.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama.
Okay, it looks like we're gonna hold him and they get the ball back.
But not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Ew, he's gonna
So
fucking
with
they're
1
kicking.
second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out.
He missed it.
And
Nice,
this is
great.
off target to the left. Didn't get there.
He missed it, gamers.
So we have reached halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Very good.
The Raiders are going
We need to score kind of fast.
Trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Turning's not as smooth as it is in the app.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense.
We want to
They'll
do
go on
a-
offense first to
I want
start.
to do a run, but I can't ever. I don't know how to do them if the
Defense has done
defense
the
isn't
job. Now it's
stupid like they are in the
offense's
app.
turn as they've got it first and 10. On the ground, Jacobs
There we go.
will get the third quarter started.
There you go.
Still on his feet.
There you go, Josh Jacobs.
Get this one
The AI in this game is actually pretty competent. I mean, I'm sure they're bad, but
way to start the drive.
okay. We have like a sex bot in the chat. Let me go ahead and ban that real fast.
Like that successful.
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part
Okay,
of it. But a
that
lot
should
of
that
this
should
is
take care of
being
that.
Actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Do you think these bots like come on to Madden games because they're normies that play them?
They run it with Jacobs.
I literally did nothing there.
The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I should have probably passed here, but oh well.
On second down, Richard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
His versions play Madden. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I got it. Whatever. First signature. What's that? Oh, cool. Look at that.
27 yards there on a very nice
I probably didn't deserve that either. That was a pretty good. That was a pretty. I mean, I'm playing as Derek Carr, so I guess that makes sense. I want to go on the other side. You mean Legion? That's your fault.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Play WWE? I have WWE somewhere. I played that with my brother on stream once. First, this guy. There you go. I had time there, so that helped. Should have used the teabag emote. I don't think you can teabag in this game.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
There you go. We're. I didn't.
Shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Don't give him no. Let's do pal.
Right side the offensive line, often known as the nasty side.
Let's do
usually the technical
pass.
side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how
Circle of jerking. The circle of jerking is death to your game. Are we in? We're in. Let's go. Let's do some spike it. Okay, so now if we let them, if they score, we can have a chance to get it back.
It becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
That should go in.
And that makes it 14-10.
There you go, gamers. There you go. There's your basic exhibition. But Legion's so bad against everything else. So, and he's also still bad against circle appealing. He's also still just bad against it. Because everybody's bad against it. So, you don't really win there, no matter what. The perk is just fundamental bad design that just fucks killer over no matter, regardless of who you were playing as.
Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
I kind of want to like let them score really fast and get the ball back.
Their first possession of this second half.
Franchise mode's really fun. You know, I've heard that, but like I'm just so bad at the game. I want to like get good at it first before I even touch that.
They're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're gonna have a lot of confidence in their.
I want to like not be complete and utter shit. I want to be able to consistently like win before we do that. If I even decide to do that, I want to be good.
But if all else fails, less of a field goal.
Didn't get that.
Okay.
Maybe that's what you should do. Okay, it's second down. It's third, right? Are we blitzing? Should I be doing this? I don't know. Yep.
To Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
See, like I don't know what to do. Like I don't know who to play as. Should I be playing as the guys in front, or should I be playing as the guys in the back? Or should I be switching? Like, is it like should you be playing as different people depending on what it is? Nano machines.
Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
We just need to add NFTs to this game. That would make it better.
Burrow gonna fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Oh, I'm so garbage. I switched to him. That was such a bad play.
39
Well, that's okay. We'll get the ball back, and then all we need is a field goal.
I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
If we like take the whole quarter to do this last drive, it would be fine. That should have been a steal. Yeah, I feel like it would have been if I just didn't switch to the guy. That was a juke. I did something. The Raiders. Oh boy.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and
I feel like I'm gonna lose because I feel like I'm either gonna just not do it or score too fast.
Back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Oh shit.
Throw over the middle, it's taken in by his tight end. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. That's all good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
The tackling's been really good. I think it's just that I'm inept. Ah, shit.
You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Do the 30-second AFK challenge.
It's been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
One score down. Here
okay.
we go.
We gotta get
Go
this.
for it here on fourth down. The Raiders do snap it. It's
There you go.
Jason
Trying to coach a ran out of you. I'm focusing. The 30-second AFK challenge. You really want to hear me rant about that? Like, what's there to rant on? I think everyone knows it's dumb. Like, who's defending the 30-second AFK challenge? Like, who's doing that? I've never met somebody who's like actually thinks that's something that actually proves anything. Because like, I mentioned this a while ago. That odds in general. Yeah, that makes fucking sense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion.
Odds is the clown though, so there's that. What am I doing?
Carr gonna give it to Jacobs.
I'm going too fast though. But like, that doesn't prove anything. Like I said this, like before MMR came out, I already have an argument against one of those challenges because we don't need the system to be perfect. We need it to be better. So like telling me that the system still isn't perfect, like I don't fucking give a shit. Like you think I don't know that? Like I already know that it could be better. Like you don't have to tell me that. What I do know is that kill rates went down 5 to 10% on every single character in the game. That's what I do know. The kill rates went down, and all of a sudden the devs are talking about the issues of Dead by Daylight and in their Q&As. And we're not just nerfing a perk, we're looking at how the perks work together. We're looking at the actual metagame. Do you think that would have happened under ranked matchmaking? I don't think so. Oh, I got picked. Awesome. Garbage! Throw some garbage! Garbage, dude.
Anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you.
I whip that completely. But yeah, you don't have to like... How do I play this game? Don't choke. Oh, I'm fucking...
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Oh, why couldn't I pick that then?
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Bitch about the writing. I'll always bitch about the writing. Don't choke. You can't choke when you're not winning. What do you mean by that? Oh. What do you mean by bitch about the writing?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Ugh.
Right, and that's complete.
Like, I can't, I'm totally inept on defense. Like, what should I be doing? I'm gonna have to watch a video.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, and about, yeah, the joke questions, yeah.
So the Bengals in possession of the football.
Yeah, the joke questions.
They've got a first down in field goal range already. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation,
I'd start calling timeouts.
Run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run again with Bernard. They get him to the ground.
We have to call timeouts, don't we? I probably should have did that like 2 years ago, but I guess now still fun.
After a pickup of 5 or 6, the Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yeah, we need to stop him here. We won't though, but we need to. No, that's good. Ours freshman poetry angst.
Give him 6 yards and they do convert.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it. I don't think we got this at all.
Burrow gonna give this to Mixon.
Like, should I be like constantly swapping like at all times? Because all I know is staying on one guy kind of isn't working, no matter what. But I don't know how to like control who you swap to. Do you start in the back and maybe see what the play is?
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Let's restart. You gotta swap around. Okay. Should I start in like the back? Because playing one guy isn't working. Every time they get it, they kill us. Let's not throw a pick this time.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
But I mean, the Q&A is not even bad. Like, it wasn't even bad like at all. It was just boring. That was its biggest fault, is that it was boring. But like, they're all boring. So the game like stopped. Like I was moving him into the direction of the hole I saw, but like he like stood there for a second, and then that made the hole close. Nemesis the Beaver. There you go. Nemesis the Beaver. Yeah, it's just like it was a magazine at the dentist. Like, there was no rage-inducing content there. Okay, that time I totally just fucked up.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
Stopping behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I.
What the hell? It worked. Something happened. Nemesis looks like a beaver. You are certainly right. Nemesis! I got like my teeth, man! I got a really good days, man. I can give you my card. I can give you my Nemesis card and his phone number. There's lots of stuff I can give you guys. Hey look, there's my favorite play in the app. If I give you my Nemesis card, you'll be able to go and you'll be able to do anything you want to do, man.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. So
the Z spot. This Z spot play is going to hit you right in your G spot. Let me tell you that.
The ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
No, I thought we were going to get picked. I saw my guy standing there doing nothing, and I saw the other guy being like,
one thing we do know,
bruh.
He's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
I think the biggest problem with the company as a whole is that they don't foster an environment of buffs. Like, that's their biggest issue. They don't buff anything. They always want to attack something immediately through a nerf, when they should just be fostering it. Is Oni 8 tier in the current meta? I mean, he certainly can't win in the current meta, but like, who's, like, the problem is who's better than him? Like, who's honestly better than Oni?
You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, they finally, very recently said they want to do something to the meta. Which, I mean, I don't think, like, nerfing one perk doesn't really change the meta. It doesn't change how the game works or functions.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
That Zaku likes the channel, guys. I appreciate that, man. I have nobody open. This guy, maybe. Survivors can hold Oni's power hostage. Yeah, because Oni's power. Oh, Oni has no power. Well, yeah, I had no one fucking open. Thanks. I got it.
Throwing the ball, get a completion.
Oh.
Get a catch. But still.
Alright, let's take the points, I guess.
But it's incomplete.
That was a
Watching all the old streams.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Field goal, yeah.
4th down and on comes the Raiders.
Like, people are saying, fire Patrick. What the fuck are you talking about? You want me to believe that Patrick is, like, worse than Almo? Like, what planet are you on? If you think Patrick is worse than Almo, what planet are you on? Almo had no understanding of the game. Like, at all. Like, at all. He knew nothing about it. He knew nothing about the thing he worked on for 8 hours a day. I can already tell through Patrick's 3 streams that he knows way more about the game than anybody else. He is their leader. He is like he's the leader of that dead team. Like, you want him gone? Why? He's the best guy they've ever had in their entire company. No one is even close to him right now.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Ah, fuck.
Dancing to his left. He finds an opening past the 40.
I had him. Joe Burrow's killing me, dude.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you
But,
fall
like, Patrick is the best guy that they've ever had there.
Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
What are we drinking? Well, that's a bad question. Though I'm actually having something of really not as bad as the other stuff. People are saying McLean is better than Patrick. McLean was never the leader. McLean was a lackey. He was a face. Patrick is the leader of that dead team. How long has Patrick been the leader? Patrick, like, anything McLean did, Patrick likely had to approve of it and sign off on it and maybe even commission it. So saying McLean is better is just such an opinion that, you know, you can't even verify.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39.
I'm having a butter shot kind of thing. It's I don't even know if it's like a whiskey. I don't know what it is. It's much less powerful than the other stuff I have that makes me crazy. I'm trying to change my bad habits. Not that I'm never gonna have that stuff again. Oh, I got him. Nice. Okay, switching around is definitely doing a bit better for us, but I still feel like I'm just overall getting lucky. Michael Myers! It would be helpful if on defense from Michael Myers.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle.
Public apology to killers wouldn't hurt. It really wouldn't. Like, well, I mean, I don't want an apology, I just want you to fix it. I just want you to fix the game. That's all I want. I just want the game to be better. That's all I've ever wanted.
But plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a toss left
There we go.
side into the hands of
I'm not
his tight
dancing
end.
when I'm getting my ass
Good
kicked.
rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's
Like,
second down.
I don't want them to like. I want them to just take it seriously and to fix it. What they're doing, this is the best the company has been in years, and I don't think people acknowledge that enough. And that's coming from me. The company has not been this good in years. This is the best they've been easily since I started playing.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh my god, I fucked up again. Reading comes out in March. Okay, so I got a whole other month to prepare.
5-yard line.
I still, like, am really out of water here. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down.
How come I don't play nurse? Because the distance between her and some other characters is just too much.
Brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big time play for their defense.
The PTB doesn't come out till then. Who's on this guy?
Find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That's going to bring up 4.
It's just that on console I don't see it's worth it.
There by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
So we stopped him.
In this case, he came up quickly. And made
That penalty from last match kind of cost us. We got the ball though. We have to we have to do a lot of passing when we get the ball back. Trickster on console's hard. I actually think there's some credence to that, because I mean, okay, after playing Trickster again recently, I mean, you have to really be good with him. Like, he's actually more punishing the players than I think people think he is. People just think Trickster gets free downs. I think it's maybe that console players have really bad sensitivity settings that don't at all work with him. I think that's part of it. But you know what I mean? Okay, we gotta do a lot of passing now.
You're going to get 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
We gotta do lots of passing, no picks. Hope we need to get the thing. We need to get out to the wide receiver people.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
Or just pick it on the first play, I guess. That works too. Garbage! Give it up for Derek Garbage, dude.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner.
I thought that was pretty good.
And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So
If they score at half, we're just gonna reset it.
And coming away with the interception.
There's a short one caught by Uzama.
We're getting our ass kicked, dude.
6 there on first.
I can't really find my footing.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge.
This one down to Nixon, and he gets it down to the 32.
I just want to look. I want a guide.
Yards there and a first
I'm watching
down.
something on this game after the
We
stream.
talked about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the
You just want a balanced game? Yeah, I think we all do. But the problem is you have a lot of people in this community that genuinely don't think that is possible.
Hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with
And nobody wants to take the steps to getting there.
That's taken in by Higgins.
Yeah, we're gonna lose. Okay, let's play against somebody else. I want to because they're gonna score before half, and then they're gonna score on me again because I can't play defense. Yeah, it's just no point. Well, people say they want the game to be balanced, and then they don't take the steps to actually getting there. They don't want to they don't actually want to take those steps. Okay, I don't want to. Who's bad? Who's the worst? It's probably the Bengals. Oh, there's Jacksonville. Let's beat them. We can beat them, right? Clown Town? Clown Town! Clown Town, dude. Can we beat Clown Town? I probably can't. fix the boil over perk. I think boil over was just a very bad idea. That the idea to give that perk a buff. Number one, the biggest issue with boil over is that beat Gracie at Mario Kart. Which one? There's a lot of those. What video do I not beat Gracie at Mario Kart? That's the better question. But yeah, it's like, I don't really care that the player base is going down. Like, I don't care. I think a lot of the babies need to go. Anyway. But like, the issue with boil over is that
And we are underway here in Las Vegas.
the hook spacing is already bad in Dead by Daylight. You can find several examples where the hook spacing in the game is just at base bad. Like, there's not enough hooks on these maps. It will really kill you on maps like Mother's Dwelling, where you can really, as a survivor, kind of exploit some of the issues in the game in terms of hook spacing. So when boil over comes out, and it's a perk that messes with that feature, kind of a bad pass. You can find a thing where it's bad. It's legit a terrible hook spacing base, and you have hard times getting to the hook space. Even the base perk could screw you over sometimes.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only.
Yeah, it does. Worst hooks you've ever had at that map? Yeah, I'd fucking bet. Survivor Main's downplaying the perk. I think it was just such a bad idea. It was a bad concept.
From the gun now on third down. Carr.
That was probably not good. Yeah, I saw that. I want to play. Yeah, you have to play. If you're going to do that, you really do have to accept defeat. What is it, like fourth?
Still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing.
Base wiggling got buffed as well. That makes the bad hook spacing even worse. There you go. I'm not fighting. Fuck that shit.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
It does.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Just camp. If hooking somebody is now going to be an even more scarce event, that just makes camping better. That's all it does.
And now it's 2nd down.
All things are doing right now is just making camping. I pick the. Well, yeah, Angriest should just be fucking base. I totally meant to pass there, and I picked the wrong play.
For a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 game.
Shotgun
Jesus.
now for Carr.
Bubba's getting better and better, bro. Because camping's getting better and better. Is there like a trading mode I can do? I just am so bad. I'm gonna look for a trading mode. Because I'm just so fucking bad at this. Yeah, I would rather lose because I was getting outplayed, not bad game mechanics. The yard, what's this? No. How do I be good? Make me good. That's me and my wish fulfillment fantasy. You know, the game is mean to me because I wanted to make my guy look as depressing as possible. Okay, that's also not right. This isn't the make me good mode. I want to make my guy look as depressed as possible because the game is prejudiced against my weight. I weigh 130 pounds, and the lowest I could go was 160. So the game obviously is just mad at me for being skinny. Well, to even attempt to counter boil over, if you're at the ledge, you just suck anyway. Where is the training mode? How do I be good? Is there? I don't think there is. Okay. Oh, there's practice. What's that? Let's look at that. How do I be good? Help me. Help me, game. Help me be good. normal. I don't want to play against the Chiefs. Let's play against the shitty Eagles. The gay eye intercepts. Yeah, I heard that I heard it's cancer on higher difficulties. I set it to normal because I thought I could fucking win, but apparently I can't even do that. Apparently I can't even do that. But like you can't even counter boil over if you're at like the wrong space. If you're like at the wrong part of the map, it doesn't matter what your build is. You can't counter it, which makes less of a point to even trying to counter the perk with perks. Like you can't countering with perks is just so it's on a level of inconsistency. Okay, what do I do? Help me. I don't know. Random play. I just want to like grind it a little bit. I want to like feel like I'm learning. Also, I don't like how it's like making me run it over and over again. I don't like that. Where do I think that Aaron Rodgers will go? I mean, I'm definitely not the person to ask, but I'm definitely not the person to ask on that. But I will say that I do think it's interesting that the Broncos just got the offensive coordinator to be their head coach. I think that's interesting. I think if he goes to the Broncos, he could be able to work with that guy again. And if you get Devontae Adams to go to the Broncos too, then he would have a receiver, the offensive coordinator as the head coach, and he would have Devontae Adams with him. So that those three would have like a core to help the Broncos on offense, because the Broncos offense is trash. So that's something that he could look at. If he like the survivors, they already announced they're nerfing Dead Hard, so yeah, believe it. And there's so yeah. Let's run a pass. He's wide open. Like, I'm not in that bad game, Jesus. Yeah, I did go to a Catholic school. Is he just gonna be open every time? Like, that doesn't help me get better. I wanna, like... how are they gonna nerf? They haven't announced that yet, but they said they're starting to look at it, whatever that means. Even on normal, the AI is too good. So, like, you really think I'm not just bad, it's just the AI being unfair? Like, I would like to, like, talk to somebody who, like, plays this game. Well, yeah, the Dead Hard nerf wouldn't be the bomb. More sex bots in the chat. I swear they just go right to Madden. I don't know why. I feel like they're programmed to, like, go to Madden. Practice type. What if I did this? Random play. Let's do that. Oh, okay, never mind. That's what offense only means, guys. Is that a bot? Yeah, I feel like these sex bots, they're like programmed to deliberately go after Madden, because they don't happen on Dead by Daylight. They don't happen on Dead by Daylight, so... You know what I mean? If they don't happen on DBD, it has to be the game we're playing. That's the only difference. If they nerf Dead Hard, how are you supposed to extend your lives? You don't. You don't. That's the glory. I have like 2 receivers. What kind of play is that? I honestly think there is an argument to make of Maurice base with how bad they are now. God, that's just a bad pass. You really think that it's just... I feel like these games could be better. I know, like the oh, that is a running play. I know the football community doesn't really care for these games very much. Excellent. X again. Yeah, sometimes I feel like the pass that would be optimal to throw there in actual football is the one that is one that's not thrown. What is my take on Catholicism? DVD under EA? I thought they already were. I couldn't even tell. Is there a way to like throw passes, specific passes? My take is that I hate it. If you go through my stream description, I am an atheist. I've been an atheist since my wonderful exposure to that kind of shit. I was a Catholic when I went into Catholic school, and then I became atheist probably my junior year is when it got really bad. I didn't really like fully understand what was happening until like my senior year, but like I started getting very critical of Catholicism. There has to be a way to throw specific kinds of passes. Let's see if I can like figure that out. Bullet. Okay, I think it has to do with the way you move your analog stick. Yes, it is. That is how it works. I just threw a pick. That is indeed how it works. If you hold it down, you throw a bullet. I wanted to throw a pass there. If you can master that, you'll throw less picks. Bullet, right? There you go. Okay. Okay, that helps me a little bit. Tap to lob, hold to throw bullet. So it has nothing to do with the analog? Oh, I see it now. You're right. I see it. I'm thinking about it way too hard. So you hold it, and then it throws a bullet. Is there any other kind you can do? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's important, because that'll throw you picks. If you throw the wrong kind of pass, you'll throw picks. That really helps. Now, so that's one trick. How the fuck do I run the ball? I'm assuming I have to master that shit. Bullet, right there. Under pressure bullet, okay. Car is bad under pressure. Okay. So do you want to throw a lob pass when it's more like distancy? That didn't do anything. Oh, I see it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody wants me to go into my atheistic tendencies. I can if that's a topic people want to go over. I certainly have a lot I could say. The ring dude perks will be useless? Of course they will. You think those perks are going to do anything? Okay, we're getting a little crispier here. Oh my goodness, this is bringing back the Rose Garden. Oh shit, this guy has the ball. Well, okay, I have not told any of these stories in a while, so these will be very risky. You know how to mix up plays as well, because the AI seems to know what you're gonna do in these types of games. Ha. I wouldn't be surprised there. So I was a good little soldier of Christ in see, I don't know if I should be throwing a bullet there. I was a good little soldier of your good friend Jesus as a kid. I went to Sunday school. I got good grades. I was a good little boy. On Sunday school, I had a quiz one day about you had to memorize prayers and like you had to write them down. This is before high school. So like, I remember I had to do the prayer I needed to know that day was Saint Michael, the Archangel. I completely forgot about it until like right beforehand, and this is when I was in like, I think it was like 2nd or 3rd grade. Like this was a long time ago, and I fucking I took the I woke up an hour early because I knew I'd forgotten, and I took the fucking stupid shit in my room and I had it memorized in like 10 minutes, and I went and got 100. Fun stuff from memories from San Diego school. I remember the first time I raised an eyebrow on that shit was when I was in 8th grade. When I was in, because when I was in 8th grade at San Diego school, I was doing this weird thing. I had to like get confirmed through my actual church. Okay, so I was going to. There was 1 year where I was going to Sunday school and my Catholic school at the same time. It was like required by the parish that I had to go to this retreat. That was I totally did that wrong. It was like you had to go to this retreat or you couldn't get confirmation, and it was just the stupidest fucking shit. Well, it fell on my birthday that year because of course it did. But one of the things that we talked about when I was in 8th grade at Sunday school, this is the very first time I ever raised an eyebrow. So they told all of us in class. They're talking to like, and I skipped a year, so I'm sitting here probably like 12 years old hearing this shit. Like very, very young kid. They're telling me that fear of God is very important, and because if you fear God, then you'll do what He says. And I was sitting there and going, what the actual fuck is that? Like, that to me is not at all positive. Like, telling people that they have to fear something that you're also supposed to love, I found that ridiculous. Like, I could not grasp that concept. I thought that was the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. It made the whole thing come across as very authoritative and dictator-ish, and it made me uncomfortable. That hour of my life was a very uncomfortable one. Yeah, it made me very uncomfortable to have to hear that. And so, but you know, I just thought it was like one kook, so I didn't really raise an eyebrow on it. I went to retreat, it was dumb as shit. Retreats are a joke. Retreats are the places you go when you can go get railed outside in your car and then come in and sing about how good of a Christian you are. Shut the fuck up. So when I was a sophomore, okay, and we went to mass every single week at your Catholic school. Okay, what the fuck? That was a QB snake. We went to mass like every week, and one thing the next thing I asked about was, so this is years after that, they passed that fucking donation cup around, right? They go, give us your money, and they do, they put it all in there. Like, how many people actually want to know where it goes after it, this is for Catholicism, of course, how many, like, do you actually want to know where that goes? Because 90% of it goes to the church. Which, I mean, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like 90 fucking %. They had a pamphlet there that I picked up and read. Like, I think I was a sophomore at the time. Like, I picked up and read, 90% of it goes to the church in some way, shape, or form. Like, typing? I don't know. They pass around a fucking collection thing. Okay, I'm finding my group here, because I found the difference between the two passes. Yeah, that's gonna be good. But so I asked my friend about where it went afterwards too, and after I found that out, and like he seemed like shocked that I would even ask that, or shocked that like I didn't like that. He's like, of course it goes to like the church, dummy. Like, where'd you think it was gonna go? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had this big message about feeding the poor. You know what I mean? I thought a whole big chunk of our message was that we wanted to like help the poor out and feed the poor. Like, you know, I'm sorry that I don't, like, necessarily think 90% of it should go to our fucking rich as fuck organization that pays no fucking taxes because we scam the system. We completely scam it, and nobody calls us out on it. Churches should be taxed. I don't know why they're not. They are definitely a political force. Like, the rule is that if you're not preaching politics from the pulpit, you don't need to be taxed, and I don't really get that. I think the concept of pro-life is inherently political, and if some single issue voters vote Republican just on that one issue, don't vote Republican for that reason. Vote for them for the reasons they're right. You know what I'm saying? You should vote. Like, single issue voters are literally some of the dumbest people I've ever seen. That's something else, though. That was good. But, and I'd say that one little sequence of, like, just kind of like the disrespect, I guess. Like, I took it as a very disrespectful thing. And, 10% of your paycheck to the church. What the fuck? See, that's, what the fuck? But, see, the Catholics don't make you do it. They pass around I'm sure your church doesn't make you either, but they pass around like a basket, and then you do it. There you go. Well, I'm sure you don't have to do it. But, and so I'd say that right there, I don't know if I said this yet, that kind of opened up a rabbit hole where I didn't like that answer, so I went and asked another question, and then I dug more. I dug deeper, read Bible verses. You know how many atheists have like read the Bible versus how many Christians have? It's a fucking joke. But, so I would say I described myself at that time as because I would ask a question, not like the answer, criticize the church, and then like this was a pattern that was starting to form where I would, you know what I'm talking about? It's not a force thing, okay. And oh, is that a fumble? I didn't even notice it was a fumble. But so yeah, that was rabbit hole after rabbit hole of just asking questions, not liking the answers, and then criticizing the church when I didn't like the answer. Okay, so this was becoming a big thing, and I'm very vocal, as you guys can probably tell. I'm sure you guys fucking. No, like the same way I am about Dead by Daylight, that's how I was back then about the church, except I was even more aggressive, if you can believe that. I was super, super aggro about that shit, because it pissed me off. I felt like I was kind of living a lie, because I didn't think the values that they were preaching was what they actually gave a shit about. It came off as very contradicting and hypocritical. And I would say that's the pattern that continued for 2 years, and all that shit, it started causing, like, tensions in the friend group that we had. I don't know how to break off into a... Oh, okay, that was cute. It started causing a lot of tensions in the friend group that we were in, because, like, of course, like, most of the people at the Catholic school are Catholic. So, when you're asking questions, and they can kind of feel attacked and shit, and to be fair, I wasn't very nice. I hated where we were. I hated that school. I was just... It was a very miserable existence back then. I regard high school as the absolute worst time of my life, and I've been in 2 abusive relationships. And I still think high school was bad. I mean, some people are not. I mean, I'm not. You obviously can't demonize an entire group of people. You can't victimize an entire group. I think. Well, what the problem is, here's the problem. The indoctrination of children I find disgusting. You baptize a kid, and then it's not. Again, it's unfair to like yell at one religion for this shit, because they are all guilty of it. Like the child is brought up, and then they are baptized into the church at a young age, and then they go to church, and then they listen to mommy and daddy, and they just believe mommy and daddy are always right about everything no matter what, because they're fucking 2. Okay, so. And I also think confirmation is done at too young of an age. You have to confirm your membership to the church when you're like, what, 12? Like, your brain isn't fully developed till you're 25. So about halfway through your brain's fully developmental cycle, they expect you to make an adult decision and confirm your Christian values. It's kind of fucking stupid when you really think about it like that. And then, so it's not, I mean, it's not that they're like victims. It's just that, you know, some people genuinely just don't think about it. And I'd say the next step, I'm trying to rant and then tell a story. The next, I'd say, step on my wonderful journey was, I was talking about fighting with the friends. One day I also remember a lot was, one of my friends was like, I'm concerned for your immortal soul. And I think that was another thing that really got to me, because he's like, I'm concerned for your immortal soul, but like, you can't prove there is an immortal soul in the first place, so why should I care that you're concerned about it? You can't prove that's a thing. You can't prove that's a thing. It's like, it's not a tangible thing. It's not like, you can't prove that exists, so why should I even be worried about it? So that pattern kind of continued until I was a senior in high school. So this is a few years of passing of me like just ripping apart the church at an absolute foundational level. I was just going through everything, right? It was rough. I had pages upon pages of criticism written in a notebook. I think I don't know if I tossed them out or not, but if I have them, I should really reopen them and look at them to try to make them at least semi-publishable. That's an interception. Okay, no. And, I was very, like, conflicted about everything, because, like, the idea of hell is something else I don't like. I don't think we should be teaching that to any kids. Like, the idea that when you die, you will be tortured forever if you don't, like, believe what we do. I find that to be a sick belief. I think that is a borderline child abusive technique. If like, whoever leans on that to like, you know, fucking get a hold of somebody, and for that to be an argument that I have to deal with. And like, I find that argument to be absolutely disgusting. People that rely on that fear, that same fear that I hated back in fucking class when I was in 8th grade. If you have to use something like fear to make a point, your argument is not very strong in the first place. So, yes, because they're scared of hell, and that's also a reason that I found, even in my high school years, the hardest one to let go of, and actually stop believing in that shit. It's the one thing that you cling on to, because it's Pascal's wager. If you believe in God and you're wrong, you're not punished for it. But if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe in God and you're wrong, you go to hell. And like, that's like, it's just like a very fear-mongering kind of strat that I think holds no respect. Obviously, the correct response to Pascal's wager was coined by Hitchens. I think had the best response for it that I've ever heard. Can you cancel a run play and turn it into a pass? I think that's weird. But Christopher Hitchens said that like, if I don't believe, I don't believe. So for me to sit there in the church and lie and say I do, it's probably a bigger sin in the eyes of the God that you want me to believe in. So like, why can't I just go live an honest life no matter what? Like, why? Like, what is more noble and honest? Exactly. Like, which one is it? Is it pretending you believe just to avoid a punishment, or is it just, you know, seeing what happens? You know what I'm saying, Chief? So, but like that idea will obviously like be very hard to like, especially when you're a kid. I think it should be a law, if I was supreme dictator of the world, that a child would not be allowed to even be exposed to the ideas of a religion until they are at least 10. At least 10. Even that's kind of being like generous. Because I mean, it's not just like, again, don't expose them to atheism either. You don't need to necessarily do that either. I think bringing a child up into being an atheist is just as wrong as making them grow up to be a Christian. Your child is not you, and you have no obligation to anything except your kids. You don't have an obligation to a church. That's why I hate the fucking passage of the Bible where Abraham goes to kill Isaac on the mountain. I think that is one of the absolute worst pieces of fiction ever fucking written. That story. I regard the Bible as a work of fiction. That shit is some of the most damaging content out there. That story. It is every fucking thing I disagree with is absolutely 100% in there. That story is garbage. It's pure fucking garbage. And anybody who like finds value in that story is also their morality should be questioned. If you think that fucking what Abraham did in that story is noble, then you are a sick fuck. And I will certainly say that. I will certainly fucking say that, because I think that's 100% true. If you believe in that story, if you believe that story holds moral teaching, you're a sick fuck. If anything, that's the only value I see in the story of Abraham and Isaac is a fucking warning that people like that actually are fucking out there. It's waited too long. I think he actually did. I don't want to talk to him. So, that is that. But, shit. What was I saying? I can't read that search. Oh, I can. I want to completely let go of this. It's the conflict that gets you. Yeah. The story of Abraham and Isaac. Yeah, that's the word. I hate that shit. Being wacky. It's just whack. It's just. I mean, if you were to, it's the framing of it that it's wacky. That's the framing. Like if you were to like, again, if that story framed what Abraham was doing as bad, it would be fine. But like the fact that God blesses him and the original blessing comes from the potential sacrifice of a child is just terrible. It's just a terrible thing. That again, they teaches that it's teaching that Abraham did the right thing there, and that's why that's the scary thing about that. Usually. But so okay, but when I was a senior, okay, I have no receivers. I legit don't have a receiver there. I think I hit maximum overdrive. I know, dude. I'm playing this, and we're touching controversy topics right now. So, when I was a senior, okay, here's the number one thing I can recommend because this is what helped me. I watched 20 minutes, I believe the time's like 18:25 or something. I watched a debate, okay? I didn't watch the debate, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched it after I watched this 20-minute section, so I have seen this whole thing. It is it was a debate between Christopher Hitchens, Stephen Fry, some bishop, and then some English snot named Ant Winnecombe, who was truly dreadful. Basically, I watched Hitchens as part of that shit. And fucking Hitchens just opens fire on the Catholic Church for like fucking 20 straight minutes. It is truly beautiful. That 18 minutes was just, I watched that in my room on like a night and over Christmas break. And then I watched him talk. He talks about a lot of shit in that 18 minutes. The man knows how to use his fucking time. And as soon as that was over, I was not only like, this shit isn't real, I was not only confident enough to say it's not real, but it was something I actively wanted to fight against for the rest of my life. Like, that man truly knows how to fucking speak. There we go. Here we go, bro. We're getting better. And then after that, I started just binging that fucking shit. I watched Hitchens, Dawkins, Sam Harris, and Daniel Dennett like for the entire fucking break. That senior year. And then I came back, to school as just a fucking menace. Like, no one could touch any of the arguments. I was just repeating off of videos. Like, nobody could fucking touch them. Because they're coming directly from some of the best modern atheist speakers of our fucking time. Like they're just too good. Okay, how did I do that? How did I do that? I converted that into like a sneak. I've since mellowed out on it though. Like my modern views that I've mellowed out on it quite a bit. I still don't like it. Did they leave because you went against God? I mean, contact is a strong phrase. I don't really... Contact's a strong phrase because I don't have lots of people I talk to on a regular basis. I really don't. Like, that's something that never bothered me. So, I mean... I was high school. When you leave high school, my friend, I don't know if that's where you are. You said you're a sophomore. I don't know if that meant high school or college, but like, you're gonna fall out with those people anyway. No matter how many times you say that you're not going to with each other, you will. It just happens. It just fucking happens. It always does. But I as a fucking introvert don't need that type of interaction. So it's like, yeah, I lost, like, there was a lot of tensions in the friend group because of me, but no one ever really did anything about it, because I was such a paradox, because I was like the guy holding the entire group together while also being the biggest issue that it had. I was both. Like, everybody in the group was like there because they knew me, but also like the reason we had fights all the time is because of me. And I remember that I also, like, another thing I did was I actually, like, I changed people. Like, my friend, Matthew was also a, devout Christian. And I remember, he actually had his own struggle with that shit, because he used to be completely, like, against me too. And then on our senior retreat, I remember he came up to me in the hallway and he's like I forget what exactly he asked me, but he was like, he basically said, like, I'm starting to see that you're right. And I respect the shit out of him for doing that, because after, like, knowing how I am and knowing that, like, we had fights kind of a lot about this shit, because I couldn't let the topic go in my conscience, but, like, I'll never forget how he did that. And he's like, I'm starting to see that you're right. And then I remember the whole fucking break, we would watch the same debate and then we talk about it for another 3 hours on Skype. So you never know what's actually going to happen. I'm not saying, like, if there was one mistake I made, it was that I was too much of a dick. So, like, I went in there very aggressive. So if you don't do that, you won't lose those people. Because I've had today that I'm smarter and more intelligent, I've had debates with Christians even at my work about it, and not that I don't bring it up first anymore. That time of my life is over. But we did have a pretty big and kind of long debate about this shit, to which he had to go research things and get back to me next week, because, yeah, if you just understand Hitch, once you learn Hitch, you never forget him. Once you learn the way of Hitch, you don't really forget it. So, like, some stuff I need to refresh on, but just don't be a dick. The biggest problem might be parents. A lot of parents don't, some parents feel like if you become an atheist, they kind of messed up because of, I don't really fucking know why that is. There's still a bias against atheists in our fucking systems. You are not likely to be elected to political office if you are an atheist. That's one of the real... It's on the rise. Like, the fastest growing religion in this country is no religion. And there's a reason for that. But there's still like a prejudice, though, at the same time. It's a bit odd. But, yeah. So you might have problems with parents. But if your parents truly actually give a shit about you, they won't care. They might be odd about it at first, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's something that, again, since a lot of them feel like they messed up when raising you, it's something they might be resistant to at first, but if they actually truly care about you, they'll get the fuck over it. Like, any good parent is not going to be upset for, I mean, oh shit, that's a fumble. There's my kind of take on that fucking shit. But again, I've mellowed out on the whole thing. My aggression level is like way down towards it. I regard the top 3 most damaging religions right now to me are number 1 Islam, number 2 wokeism, and 3 Catholicism. Wokeism is just as bad as religion, if not worse. I do regard that to be a religion. It has like all of the same fucking principles as religious things need. It's got your books like 1619 Project and all that fucking like shit. Like that's kind of stuff is just as bad. It's that social justice shit. It's got your things you have to have faith in, like implicit bias and shit like that. Stuff that like is very, very hard to prove, and even if you prove it, it might even be just not be that. It might just straight up be something else. That was a good suggestion, game. Thanks. I don't know if there's arguments that you yeah, these are the clips they're gonna use to cancel me. When I get my books published, they'll come back to this stream and they'll get me canceled because of this. Their car's fast? What the shit? If my kids started to get involved with Christianity, I wouldn't care. Like I would not care. Like I'm never going to disown my kid for disagreeing with me. I mean, my parents did. If Christianity makes my kid happy, then he can have that. If wokeism makes my kid happy, they can have that. Like, I'm not... Like, the reason I go after people... Dude, there are clips. Back when the protests were going on over George Floyd, there were actual clips of people, of white people, like, on their fucking knees, begging for forgiveness for something they did not do, aka slavery. They were on their knees chanting. They were like, it was literally like a mass ceremony. They were chanting for forgiveness. Like if it was the creepiest shit I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, the parallels between religion and wokeism are insane. I could write an entire book about that. And if no book like that gets written, I think I will. They're just... It's... Those clips were like some ridiculously scary shit. It's like wokeism is not only a religion, but it is the second most dangerous religion in today. Like, who is that to? Back foot inaccurate. Okay. I'm gonna start working on defense here soon, because I'm really starting to get the hang of this shit. I feel like, at least. Yeah. religion is too shady. Yeah, but like, here's the thing. You technically, like, as much as, like, I mean, the fight to get rid of it, like, I don't know if you necessarily need that. I just think you need more common sense in people. And there are good people that exist from every single religion because they ignore the fucking bad shit that's in their books. Like, you know, like when you see a Christian that, you know, accepts homosexuals, okay? I'm not saying you have to love them or love the LGBT community, because I wouldn't say I do. But like the fundamental right for gays to get married, yeah, I supported that. Because, like, even if I didn't agree with it, like, it's a free fucking country, you can do what you want. Like, as long as secularism is a thing, we're good. It's not a fight we need to even worry about. As long as it's out of the government, I don't give a shit. The problem is when you have societies that are completely built on those fucking principles. And their law code is literally just the Quran, which the Quran is not something to be getting lost from. Like, you can have your toy, this is what Hitchin says, you can have your toy, and you can play with it at home. Just don't make me play with it. Don't make my kid play with it. Do I think wokeism is going to die down soon? I think it's a possibility. I think that the near future, no. I think something has to happen for it to, like, die down. It's not gonna die down anytime soon because it's like, I don't want to say it's profitable because that's certainly not true. Everything that is woke bombs, and deservingly so. It's trash. But the idea for people to get likes on Twitter and, like, nice clap, bruh. Like, it's such like a safe fucking philosophy to have. Like, whenever, like, somebody says something woke or does something woke and then people go stunning and brave, no, that's complete crap. Yeah, when Republicans take over Congress in November, it'll kill them. But, like, what was I just saying? What was I literally just saying? What was I literally just saying about wokeism? I think I'm getting better at this, I think. Oh, wokeism's safe, yes. And like, if people go... If somebody puts out a tweet, like, okay, like, for example, Taylor Swift, sorry, Gracie. She put out a song called You Need to Calm Down. Does anybody remember this shit? She put out a song called We Need to Calm Down. And, that fucking song is basically just like a pro-LGBT anthem. It has some questionable motivations behind it because of the way she characterizes herself in it. But, like, ignoring Taylor Swift's character, the actual, like, message of the song is very pro-LGBT, okay? And like, that's considered, like, stunning and brave. Like, how is that a stunning and brave take in 2020 when it came out? Or was it 2019? 2019, 2020. How is a pro-LGBT message a stunning and brave take? Like, that's not a stunning and brave take. A stunning and brave take would be a pro-LGBT message in a world where you're fucking gonna get killed for being that. Go to Saudi Arabia and then be pro-LGBT there. Go perform that song in Saudi. See what happens to you. You know what I mean? Saying that gays are cool is not a stunning and brave take anymore. It is more brave to openly be conservative in today's media. Absolutely 100%. The only stunning and brave takes are coming from the conservatives. And it's not even that conservatives are right about everything. Socially, they're pretty bad. It's so brave and it's so brave and necessary. Like representation in your game is not like necessary, dude. Like that's not like even in this game. If you look at some of the helmets, you can see like protect Black Lives or something. Like these aren't stunning takes. These are like I don't want to see black people getting gunned down in the streets either. But I don't need to virtue signal about it. Like no one actually wants to see that. It's just a very interesting way to just kind of it's just straw manning it's just straw manning the other side. I've been saying that a lot since Spade and Nurse likes to use it. So why can't I? I got sacked there. That wasn't even my fault. It's like it's not even that I care that stuff is there either. Like I don't care that it's there. It's just that's the purpose of it. KKK won the lawsuits on this, yeah. No, you just don't like. It's just cheap. It's just a cheap way to score points with people that aren't even buying your product. They'll like it on Twitter, but that's all they'll do. Yeah, it's more stunning and brave to be somebody like Candace Owens nowadays. It really is. Candace Owens is like probably one of the bravest people in media right now. That was a huge play if I just pressed triangle. But I just didn't do that for some reason. So, like, I think that's part of why I've mellowed out on religion, but not so much anything else. What the hell is this play? I don't think that play's very good. Okay. Okay. Let's switch to defense. But like, the best way to kind of, this is kind of what my capstone is going to be about too this semester. Like, the best way to like integrate this stuff is to just don't talk about it. Like, don't talk about the fact that it's there. Because when you talk about that, when you talk about it being there, it like, oh, I could have tackled him there. When you talk about the fact it's there, it draws more attention to it than the concept really needs. You don't need to fucking like talk about it so much. Just integrate it in, like, okay, Color Out of Space, the movie, for example. The nameless, they reworked the nameless character, the nameless narrator in the Color Out of Space short story was reworked to be, like, it wasn't even reworked. They were just, like, made to be African American. No one cared. Like, you just silently change the norms of the culture through integration without fucking talking about it for internet brownie points. Just stop bringing attention to it. It's the new normal, dude. Oh, I fell on my face there. How much do I hate the Demogorgon? I hate the Demogorgon a ton. I think he's trash. Okay, well, you know, here's the thing. I mean, yeah, the media is, like, the media, fictional media in particular, is very underrated as a means of expression for ideas. But like, at the same time, how does making Superman gay help me address the issue of prejudice against gay people throughout the world in America? Like, how does that do that? Explain to me how making Superman gay does that. all it does is get people frustrated with you because you're attempting to change well-known aspects of people's culture. Like how about you stop writing the coattails of what came before if it's so all toxic and evil, and innovate? What, Superman doesn't need to be gay. You can make a superhero that is gay and don't focus on it. It's the new fucking normal, dude. Like, you don't need to make SpongeBob gay, dude. And again, I'm saying now that as a person who believes that the art of fiction is very, very important, and it's an underrated in terms of importance. Like on that fucking political compass test, when it's like the writer is less important than the artist, no. Absolutely not. I should have touched the other guy. Is Boone Undying any good in the current meta? No. Not with Boone's in the game. Until Boone's taken nerf, they're dead. Can't just ignore it. But how does making Superman gay help me do that? But it's like, I don't even care about that either. Like, I don't even care about that. Like, I don't care that Ariel's black in the new movie. I don't give a shit. I don't care that Commissioner Gordon is black in the new Batman. I think race swapping characters you just have to, like, look at the character in question and determine if it's like a character that completely needs to be a specific race. Like Black Panther, for instance. I'll start there. How about we make Black Panther white? No, that would be an insult. You can't make Black Panther white. Just like you can't make, I would argue that Batman shouldn't be black. It just depends on the character in question. And I don't think Ariel is a character that's actual race is important. The reason why you can't change Batman's is because Batman has been through so many You can have a new character be a black Batman. I'd be fine with that. Like, you could have if you could have a successor to Bruce Wayne be black, that's fine. But the actual character Bruce Wayne, no, you can't. I don't want him race flipped. He's had too many interpretations but that also goes like a different way. Like, there was Commissioner Gordon, who we were just talking about previously. I don't mind them doing it to him, because it's not like Commissioner Gordon is like this huge character that is like I'm trying to explain this the best way I can. I don't think Commissioner Gordon is like at the level of a Batman in terms of icon status, I guess. And it's not even just race. Like, okay, for example, in the Joker movie, one of Joaquin Phoenix's pitches is that the Joker should be fat in that movie. I don't know if anybody knows that. That was a pitch that Joaquin had for the movie, is that Joker should be a fat guy. And he was shot down because obviously that was a bad idea. Because it would be too different from the, it would take the character in a direction that's not what Joker is. No, so, like, I don't think that is, so, like, it's not even just that one issue, it's that, like, you shouldn't be touching other core aspects of these characters. Well, that's not true. Well, that's not even really true either. Like, what? Give me an example. The problem is no one's introducing gay characters. They're just, and when they do, they're like, I remember the characters Snowflake and Safe Space from that shitty Marvel comic. They were like non-binary, and their names were Snowflake and Safe Space. Like, you're just asking to get made fun of. How exactly would a sequel to Joker work? It should be called Harleen, and just be about Harley Quinn. with Joaquin as a supporting actor. Yeah, so but yeah, so it's like yeah, you don't like that. You don't like that. You point out that's not what you were talking about before, though. You're talking about characters. I asked for an example on characters in media. But it's, yeah, Snowball and Safe Space, dude. Snowflake and Safe Space. Like, what are you doing there? Like, not only did that get criticism from the normal people, but that should have gotten criticism from the actual people themselves. Like, if I was a gay person, I would hate that. Because it just makes the community look like a damn joke. That's my take on that shit. This is probably why the mic audio was so bad. I had my, I forgot to flip my, the thing down. The microphone was not as close to my face as it could have been. Oh, I can even give you a counterexample. In the new Scream movie, they made Randy's niece gay. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that she was gay. Like, why would I care that Randy's niece is gay? It didn't impact the story. They didn't tell me I should care about it. She was just gay. It didn't make the movie better or worse. It was just there, and that was written into her character. It didn't ruin the movie. It didn't destroy the movie. It didn't infect the movie with social politics. It was just there, and accept it. I can give you another counter. Oh, okay, lesbian. Bride of Chucky, the same thing. The best friend of the main characters just happens to be gay. And I don't have any problem with them. Also, the Halloween Kills people were just not funny and bad. They were cringe. They just told bad jokes and their scenes were just bad. Like, oh, that was bad. So the reasons that those characters were bad have nothing to do with the fact that they're gay. It's that they were cringe and their dialogue was so shit. I tackled them. No, I didn't. Their cringy dialogue was bad. That would have been bad that if they were a straight couple, the same point would apply. Their dialogue was shit. And the only part about them being gay, you can make an argument there, is that they were stereotypical to the point where you could offend the people you were talking about. And the use of gay characters in media also can just straight up backfire on you when the community comes out and attacks you. Again, example of that, It Chapter 2. In the opening scene of It Chapter 2, an LGBT couple is murdered by Pennywise, which is exactly what happens in the book, if you're wondering. A gay couple is killed by Pennywise in the book. It's literally the exact same sequence. But the people didn't like that scene. They were like, why are the gay people the ones that are getting killed by clowns? Because it was in the book. And it didn't affect the story. It didn't matter if they were straight or gay. Pennywise needed to eat. It was the first time he ate in 27 years. They were the ones he found, they died. It had nothing to do with that. And another thing It Chapter 2 also did in regards to this topic was they had a very good LGBT representation in the form of Richie and Eddie. I don't know if Eddie was gay, but like the plot about Richie liking Eddie the entire time, there was nothing wrong with that. In fact, that made the movie better. It made Eddie's death more heartbreaking because he never told him. So like that even made the movie better. And there are ways to do it right, and it doesn't shove it in your face. Something like Snowball and Snake Space are designed to be thrown in my face for political reasons, and I can't stand that. Politics is getting in the way of the storytelling. Because it's being used for political reasons. Like, it's being done to take over the culture in a very negative way. Was Bill better than Tim Curry? Yes, I believe so. Bill kind of had a bad script. Yes, that is why manga is destroying comics right now, because comics are getting woke and manga isn't. That's exactly why. The comic book industry is fucking tanking right now. It's the worst it's ever been because they just keep doing it. They will not stop. Even though it is killing the industry, they just won't stop doing it. They won't stop destroying these characters. I should have figured that. Yeah, not a single manga is doing it because they know it doesn't sell. And another thing I actually also don't hate when it comes to this stuff is, like, when they changed Superman's motto. They changed Superman's motto from Truth, Justice, and the American Way to Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow. I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that either. Comics are like the worst state it's ever been, dude. You sure about that, bro? I don't know about that. Tim Curry's a better actor? Yeah, it's probably true. I just don't like the idea of trying to take over a culture by like methodically changing everything that was there. This is why the 80s were like the best era. I don't like that idea. They had Superman raped in a prison camp. Like, who is writing this shit? Like, who's writing that shit? Same thing with another movie that had it really bad, the Ghostbusters movie. Like, it's not selling because it's bad in Drek. That's just needed. It's just unneeded material, yeah. And it's not like everything from the past was good either. There were certainly some older stories that are also bad, but like. I don't know. I find Japan to be a more protected. I find Japan to be better at defending itself from that kind of shit, though. I don't think in Japan, I don't think it gets the same brownie points as it does over there. Yeah, Japan is better at letting it. Japan doesn't let it infect the culture as badly, as poorly. I just think that one side needs to stop doing it too much, and the other side needs to learn to not care about it when it's not even bad change. Like again, Truth, Justice, and a Better Tomorrow doesn't affect the way I feel about Superman. Like, that doesn't change his character at all. So like, I don't care that they changed his motto. That's fine. But when you change other things, it just starts messing it up. I just think if you just need to normalize stuff. And not all media needs to do this. You can have you can have specific media that tackles certain like topics, like it's in fiction. It's a general rule that you're not supposed to use rape. Anytime in fiction that you don't have to use rape, don't use it. That is a rule that you genuinely follow when you're writing. If you don't need to use rape, don't use it. But that obviously, like, rape still is used sometimes because, yeah, it does need to be written about. Movies like that fucking Last House on the Left remake from '09, like, just brutal stuff. And it's like a very good movie too, very good movie. But the thing about Last House on the Left was it didn't make the concept, like, it didn't make it very political. It was a very focused narrative. Yeah, I think it is as well. I think it is very much a thing that stems directly just from the West. That's a big play. I ran over him. See, I don't know. That's my position. I feel like now. See, I for one, here's another. Like, I for one feel like that's a very moderate take. That I think that is. I don't think that's a right-wing take for me to sit there and say that they need to stop doing that. But like, if you say that, like, you can like get attacked if you end up on the wrong side of the internet. You can get attacked by these people that want to constantly virtue signal, like Twitter. If you say that on Twitter, you'll be called all kinds of names. That's their first weapon. They're looking for they're the boy who cried racist and the boy who cried sexist. They're looking for it at every given opportunity. If you say that if you say that maybe you shouldn't do that, they'll just go like they'll say you're an ist. Of course I've seen the boil over cancer. Okay. Those are my big takes, bro. Ooh. Doyle over his DS with a duller knife. Okay. I think we're ready for another. Oh my gosh. Seems like it's pretty dead. I just think the buff was a bad idea in conception. I think that was a very dumb perk to buff. I think the main issue with Boil Over is that it takes advantage of bad map design. When the perk works, it takes advantage of bad map design. And all that did was make the already flimsy design even fucking worse. Because, like, yeah, the perk before was bad. I'm certainly not going to sit here and pretend that perk was not bad. Because it certainly is. We're playing the Eagles, right? Let's go ahead and do that again. We'll go ahead and like go up. We're going now, dude. The sex bots are back. Let's delete them. There we go. I don't know how these people get in here. You just want a 4K every game, dude? Yeah. I think the perk should have been completely reworked. Or, I don't know, I'll have to go back to my buff every perk video and talk about it. Yeah, yeah. Well, the buff that they gave it was also just straight up bad design. The buff that they gave it was like adding to more bad design that was already kind of there.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line.
Got one more than the touchback, bro. That's optimal gameplay. Move master I got, dude. Yeah. The environment of the game was made worse because that perk exists in it. I just don't think that perk should have been put in the game. Myself. Injustice Scarecrow.
That's Aguilar with it on the
You know, you just want a 4K every game, obviously.
to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
What the fuck?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Complete, dude.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range.
What? I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
It said I got a yard. Fuck off.
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm going for it, dude. Of course I am. Yeah, thank God for doing that. I thought we got it, but apparently we didn't.
So they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do?
Here.
We'll have to find out. 4th down.
Microsoft acquiring Activision and Blizzard. Well, they don't have a monopoly. The biggest complaint, how many more games? I don't know. Maybe like just this one. The biggest complaint with Microsoft before they started buying everything was that they had no franchises. The only exclusive they had was Halo. I think it was a good business move to compete with Sony.
Maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Also, if anyone's growing a monopoly right now, it's still fucking Disney. It's easily still Disney. They are very destructive.
Before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st and 10.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they
I said how many more games? I said we'll probably just do this one.
and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
We've hit 2 hours, so.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. First rep of the game.
Oh, there you go.
Jacobs. They'll put this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Yeah, Disney's trash.
A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Yeah, I know you don't listen to me.
Nickel looked
Stupid.
defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a
But yeah, I
big
don't.
for a little.
I mean, as a Doom fan, I think it kind of sucks that they have Doom.
And the result here, a pick
Mama Coco.
leaves them with 2
Mama Coco.
2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing,
Oh, come on. Fuck off.
as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, right? Oh, it's 3rd.
9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
There you go. Oh, am I not in? Fuck off. Mama Coco.
First down yardage. Instead of a
That's how we do it, bro. Let's get in that end zone.
get 12 yards out of it. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll turn it
Easy.
over game to try to get in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
He got caught, dude.
Taking it in. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
I think the criticism comes from I think they wanted Microsoft to make more franchises good, but when they have money, why would they do that? They have no incentive to. Just go out and buy the ones that
I'm just telling you, partner, when
that they don't want their competition to have.
defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, here's the thing. For a franchise like COD, they might not do that. I think Doom has a better chance of being made exclusive than COD. Because I think COD's too much of a moneymaker. I think they know they'll be losing a lot of money if they take it away. But that's just COD, though. I think everything else is like going to be exclusive. Like Overwatch, exclusive.
Easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
Yeah, I don't think Minecraft's not an exclusive. I don't think COD will be either.
The defensive guys were coming over and teasing.
It's too big of a moneymaker. Everything else, though, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, that's all going to be exclusive, I think.
2nd down, here's
Oh.
Jalen Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle.
That's my take.
Pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with
Combo's been good in here tonight, boys.
I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some.
Got him. Yeah, boys. Is that third? We have third down? Or is that second? I feel like this is third. No, rip. I thought I was getting all excited there for a second. I still am pretty bad at defense. Patrick knows his shit. Yeah, I know he does. Patrick's a god. Nice to see you, Lars. You watching me play normie games, dude. EA Sports, dude. Hell yeah. You know, you gotta like EA Sports, bro.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They go back to
get him. Yeah, boys.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Patrick's job is not to be liked, dude. His job is to go in there and say the right thing. And that's all he does. In fact, saying the right thing in this community will make you unliked. So if you're not liked by the community, chances are you're saying something right. That's my take on that shit. No, we got him. Nice, baby. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're gonna hold him to a 3.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
No, I jinxed myself.
It's a good running back dive play.
Everyone trashed True, bro. Everyone trashed True, and now everyone is begging for him to have been right.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming
I wouldn't write shit for that company, dude.
To keep their drive alive.
So the ball down to
If I wrote anything for Dead by Daylight, it would be like fanfiction lore for them to show I could do it better. But that's it.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Got him. Hell yeah.
Tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range. And that's
they did get
a little more aggressive in this
Doug Bradley. That was cool.
They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Better pick that. Fuck off. Just like I can write your characters better than you can, you fuckers.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began. Okay, he can have an incompletion.
Oh yeah, True. Because now everyone just wants what True was saying. True was saying this like a year ago, back when everyone was siding with Otts about that shit.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for.
Okay, boys. We are going to. We held the 3. We have 3 minutes to go there and score.
In this case, just a little bit too much.
I didn't do anything.
Now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Oh God.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That one wasn't even my fault.
Fourth down, what a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10.
I didn't even touch my controller there, dude.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
No
What a
way.
nice play he made there in the open field.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Well, I mean, the stats said that she was like the 3rd most pick killer. Maybe that's just like. There you go. We'll hold him to a fucking field goal, bro.
Breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
But no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Start to a good drive. I love how the commentary is just wrong about half the time.
Shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing his Hurts. He's going
There we go. Let's not fucking rough the kicker this time, you fucking assholes. Why is that penalty so easy to trigger in this game?
Did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's
Okay. Palpatine.
Will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. Some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell
You don't believe the stats?
To end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is.
Use it to gut twins.
Because it did end in a kick.
How many people really are dominating at high MMR with them?
Coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Alright, boys, let's get a TD. Let's do something the Raiders can't and get a touchdown. Oh, he's wide open!
Team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac.
Oh! What practice can do, bruh? Oh, boys. Hey. My thoughts on FNAF, I still don't want it, but I don't fucking even care anymore if they put it in.
After the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays.
No, what made me say I like her more, I just think that she's strong.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
I think just she can shoot through walls. That's good. I just think her chase is decent, and she still has camping, which helps. Her toolkit is okay. It's above average. I still don't think she needed her nerf. I don't think her nerf really helped much, but
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
there you go.
And in this league, you take points when
Usually the artist in your host. I mean, you still kind of can.
Good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
so many things have to come together just
Ah,
right.
fuck, that was a bad tackle.
For big yardage, the blocking, the timing of the pass.
I still don't get the Springtrap thing, though. Why it was Springtrap and not Freddy Fazbear? Like, why is Springtrap the one they want in? Also, isn't Scott Cawthon conservative? Yeah, that shit ain't getting in.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Ah, I tried.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside.
That sucks.
1st and 10 here. And you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it.
With the original killer, it's, who cares, bruh? Injury. Will return soon. Do we do that? No, keep him. Yeah, if Scott's a conservative, you have nothing to worry about. It ain't going in. That's out of bounds. Oh, come on.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Hey, we got a penalty.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try and set up the screen.
Oh, there you go. That could have been bad.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
Scoots be scoots.
Just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
There you go. We'll swagger that, dude. Oh no, there's no huddle. Ah, no.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Jake Elliott, career long, by the way.
I got him, dude.
61 yards.
They get the ball right back, though.
Remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's
Rip all
Jake
scoots.
Elliott, career long,
They get the
by
ball
way,
back,
for
but who
him,
cares?
61
He ain't making this shit.
NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Yeah, dude.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have
Oh, he got one and then held him. What a little bit of practice can do for you, dude. Just found out like one or two mechanics. Just grinded.
Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon.
You wish Scoot had TikTok?
And welcome in everyone to this slimmed down version.
Rosie, yeah, I saw Scream. I thought Scream was really good. I thought it was fantastic, very good.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators.
Skip that shit.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail.
What would a Scott Judd TikTok even look like?
In this third quarter.
I don't know if I want to see that.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
RC fucking PD. Shit map, dude. Yeah, Scream was really good. Wes would be proud. I liked Halloween Kills too. I don't care what anybody says. Headless Horseman, that'd be fun. Ichabod Crane as a survivor. Is that public domain? They could use that. Can't wait to see what they do to Dead Hard. Don't you know DS has a new name? It's called Boiled Over. I don't know why people had so many issues with Halloween Kills. I thought it was fine. I don't know what more they fucking wanted. Oh shit. Like what? Like I don't understand why they had so many problems with it. I acknowledge that the middle was kind of crap with the inmates. I thought it was that part was kind of forced. I get that. Sacks, baby. Max Crosby, that's my boy, dude. There's John Gruden asking about his emails. Evil dies tonight. Yeah, that was pretty bad too. Like I understand it has problems, but like, oh dude, you have the firefighter sequence. It's mwah. That's fourth down, right? Like I get that the middle was clunky, just like Halloween 2018 had a clunky middle too. If anybody remembers that. Oh. Mike, and then he killed. I thought Cameron's death was really good. I thought that was insanely good. Oh, he missed it. Nice. That the entire town would get riled up to get over. Who says it was the entire town? So yeah, the hospital suicide. Yeah, that's what the inmate that I was talking about. What the hell was that? I also I thought the chase sequence with Lindsay was really good. I thought Myers was like portrayed better in that movie than he's ever been. Bullet passes are so fucking good. Like whenever Myers is on screen, it's great. The cardinal sin, bro. When Myers is on screen, the movie is great. When Myers is not on screen, the movie is slow. But I'd rather get rid of the Thorn or the Resurrection timeline. That's actually really tough because of how bad Resurrection is. If Resurrection wasn't a thing, I would be able to tell you easily that the Thorn timeline is bad. But yeah, James Jude Courtney is Myers. James Jude Courtney is the best Myers ever. Easy. But yeah, the Thorn is, Resurrection is such a bad movie. There you go, baby. If she wasn't even in that movie, I could accept it. The fact that they kill her off in the first 10 minutes literally kills the entire timeline. That's bad. But, Boil Over is meant to counter Nurse and Blight. How? It doesn't even... Stupid perk. I like Halloween 4. I think that is very solid. It's a very solid movie.
secured by the tight end Waller. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much
Yeah.
more yardage after the catch, but still an effective
I
game.
regard Resurrection as bad fan fiction and nothing more.
That's complete.
But, okay, I liked 4, 5 was bad, and then 6 was shit.
Get the third down conversion.
6, Halloween 6 is legit one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. That was complete shit. Every cut of that movie is complete fail. Oh, we're drilling them, dude.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Raiders first down.
Just got to practice a little bit, bro.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Running is Jacobs.
That was bad.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ooh, right there, baby.
And the Raiders are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard
There you go, boys. You see that shit?
Now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to
That was bad.
Number 4.
That would have worked in the app.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This is obviously a critical sequence.
Yeah,
for this
that
defense
Thorn
if they
shit
want to
was
stay in
just
this game.
garbage.
Down 2 scores
That was such a
They
bad
get a
idea.
touchdown here. That makes-
And he'll take it into
We're in, bruh.
Raider touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That wasn't a spike. You disappoint me.
The end zone shedding the tackle. He would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through.
I feel like in these games, like maybe going for 2 points is like meta, but yeah, fuck that noise.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the
Daniel
touchdown,
Carlson's the only good player the Raiders have.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Oh, no.
And with this
TikToks
deficit,
have
you
scooped.
can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Also, I'm also of the opinion that the 2 timelines should have never been 2 timelines.
He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
Myself,
So you got to go out.
I don't think they should have ever changed the timelines. I think the Thorn timeline and the H2O timeline should have been together.
His fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Also, Jamie Lloyd should have been the name of Lori's daughter in
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense
in
this game.
the Halloween 2018 timeline.
They get better and be ready for the
I don't know
next
why it's Karen. It should definitely have been Jamie Lloyd. Should have been Jamie, and then she should have married somebody named Lloyd, and then Jamie Lloyd. There you go. And then you have Danielle Harris, player. You guys know something weird? Danielle Harris has never met Jamie Lee Curtis.
Now left side on the swing pass.
Like, they haven't even met. I find that fact really odd for some reason. Like, you'd think they would have met at, like, a convention or something. But, like, they have not met. Like, at all. I just find that a bit odd.
The defense finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This short throw caught by Goddard.
I don't think they're going to give anything. I don't think they need it.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with
I don't think they're going to fucking
found the hole in the zone,
give any survivors
made
or
sure the
anything.
quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Yeah, I know. The movie's director trashed that, right?
2 first
And then they,
downs.
like, that made H2O, like, really short.
Back to throw again. Well, there's that man again. It's complete.
There's that man again. You gotta love that, dude.
2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
The throw over the middle.
There you go.
taken in. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Trashing it was a bad idea. Let's not kid each other. Oh, I tried.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Good
And Rob,
downfield,
I mean Rob Zombie.
picking up the first down on
How
a
is Daniel
13-yard
Harris?
run. We've seen the
I know
pressure get to
Rob
him
Zombie
several
made
times
some
in this game,
questionable
but we see him
decisions.
escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs try and escape. What you hope is that...
There you go. Fumble. Get it. Yeah, boys. Oh, man. I do have Halloween 6 pajamas. I do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down,
Now it's just run, right?
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Remember her sending a tweet of her and Rob. Well, I mean,
They'll begin on the ground with
if I'm her, I get it. I get it. Like, I think she should have definitely been the actress to play Laurie's daughter. I don't know how she didn't even get an audition. Like, I definitely would have cast her if I'm the director. Myself. Like, well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
As we get you reset, and you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up third
And Rob Zombie is Rob Zombie. He'll fucking give you the middle finger no matter what you do.
For the first across midfield to the 48.
That's all that man does is flip the bird.
The pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line.
Yeah, I think overall that's my probably biggest criticism of the actual video.
This thing, get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
You know what I mean?
12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first. Not totally home
I don't even know what I just said. I can't even tell you.
Come up first and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Thoughts on Turjay wanting Patrick fired? Turjay is a clown.
Shredding him at this point.
Why the fuck? He's clearly the best guy they have. He's just
This is going to take an 11-man
he's just bitching the bitch. Leave him.
to start making plays.
After getting stuffed on first
Yeah, if
down,
I was Danielle, I understand.
got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. On the draw, Rashard.
Gee,
He will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line.
there you go, gamers. We got one in. We gotta win.
on the play. It's fourth down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's something you're not going to hear a lot next year, lads.
The break, they pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a
No.
second half the
There you go, dude. 91%, 91.6% completion rate. Let me play QB for the Raiders, bro.
Whether it was just more focus on what they
I'd be
wanted to
good.
do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.
There you go,
it
bro.
all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I saw something about that said, maybe she wasn't raped. Maybe it was like artificial insemination, which I guess is possible, but who the fuck cares? Shit movie. Yeah, he's just hating to hate, dude. Whatever. Alright, 2.5 hours, boys. I'm getting the hell out of here. GG's. Kind of. GG's, boys.